All right, so just to give you a brief background about myself, I am a second-year fellow at Bayer Healthcare Pharmaceuticals in Wayne, New Jersey. My first year supported medical communications, and my second year I've been supporting medical affairs. I am a 2010 graduate of the University of Rhode Island, and I know there were some Rhody Rams in the audience, so I'm really excited that you guys had made the trip from Kingston to be here with us today. So just to get started, we are going to be going over why would any of you guys want to work in the pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical industry. We'll hope to answer that question for you this afternoon. In addition, we will go over some program history as well as the key features of our program. And then finally, discuss the partnership between the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy as well as the relationship we have with our company partners. And I will reintroduce Lindsay in a few minutes. Do you want to just, okay. Perfect. All right, so a lot of you, I'm sure, are wondering, what do pharmacists do in industry? I know I had that question when I was in your exact seats 2 years ago as a candidate. So first and foremost, whatever area you end up applying into or ultimately getting a job in, we first and foremost want to focus on the patient and what benefits the patient. We want to make sure that these individuals are getting the most safe, efficacious, and product that brings the most value to them. So overall, what pharmacists do in industry is we are focusing on the patient. A little bit different from the clinical setting that a lot of you may be doing right now with retail or hospital rotations. And we'll go over to the difference of how patients get impacted, industry versus a residency setting. Also, part of what pharmacists do in industry is we help educate. We educate on a variety of different levels. We'll go into what marketing fellows do, what pharmacists in marketing can do. But first and foremost, we want to make sure that everyone understands certain disease states. We help identify areas of need of knowledge, and then through various different facets, we end up creating programs, websites, publications, and all those different opportunities for pharmacists will be detailed shortly. So this is just a brief overview of the different areas that pharmacists do work in industry right now. This particular slide image does actually have a related fellowship program that's currently offered with Rutgers, but there are a variety of different programs that we'll be going into later this afternoon, such as health policy and advocacy, as health economics that may not necessarily be listed on this image. And it's due to the Rutgers Fellowship Program that pharmacists now have an opportunity to work in these disciplines. Back when there was no internet and the dinosaur age, there weren't fellows or pharmacists necessarily working in marketing or working in other disciplines. And it's been due to the Rutgers Fellowship Program that we've really paved this pathway and expanded the job career for pharmacists in industry. So why an industry fellowship? Why can't you just graduate from your school or leave your current job setting and go directly into a pharmaceutical company? Well, with any job, you need experience. And the Rutgers Fellowship Program gives you that first step. The Rutgers program is your stepping stone, your pathway into industry. And with the postdoctoral training program, you have an opportunity to better enhance your skill set. Obviously, as a leader, as fellows, as pharmacists, we always have an opportunity to enhance ourselves personally and professionally, and the Rutgers Fellowship Program is this opportunity to do so. So a question that does get typically asked, well, what's the difference between a fellowship and a residency? And I know, like I said, I had a lot of the same questions you did when I was applying to this program. So the biggest difference between a fellowship and a residency, first and foremost, is the job setting. So in industry, you're working in a corporate office type scenario setting, whereas with a residency, you're working either at a hospital-based or community-based environment. The level of patient reach is also different. In an industry, you are impacting millions of lives, not only throughout the US, but globally, depending on what projects you are leading. Whereas within a residency, you are focusing with a handful of patients on a day-to-day basis and get to work with them for a few days. So the level of care is different, but first and foremost, we're both trying to benefit the patient. Another difference is how you're using your clinical knowledge. So as PharmDs, we are all dedicating 6 years of school to get this degree. So to what extent is it being used? In industry, during a fellowship, you're using your clinical knowledge and applying it to business strategy and applying it in that way, in that venue. Whereas in a residency, you're using your clinical skills to use direct patient care. One other difference is the length of the fellowship. So 1 to 2 years with an industry fellowship, and that is your choice, what programs you guys would like to apply for. Whereas with a residency, All residencies are typically 1 year with the option to do a specialty second year, or PGY2. And then lastly, one similarity is the academic component. And as Dean Barone said, it's an extremely important component of a postdoctoral training program to have that affiliation with the university, because it definitely enhances your experience. As a fellow, I've had an opportunity to co-coordinate a class at the Rutgers Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy. It's not only enhanced my communication skills, my presentation skills, but also allowed me to enhance how to teach rather than just be presenting something. So it's an opportunity I'm very, very grateful for. And also, both opportunities, fellowships and residencies, allow you to do research, so within your partner company or directly with the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy, as well as having publication opportunities. Let it be an actual abstract into a journal, an actual manuscript, which would be a fantastic opportunity for a fellow, or poster presentations at congresses that were mentioned during the fellowship video a little while ago. So the whole purpose of a postdoctoral training program is to enhance your skill sets. There's always areas of improvement, and working with the Rutgers Pharmaceutical program, as well as personally with me at Bayer, we are always trying to focus on areas that I can improve on. My leadership skills, my communication skills, working in a team setting. And the fellowship program absolutely supports that and encourages individuals to enhance all these different variety of its areas.